It's 3 a.m. Your phone buzzes. A production alert. You wake up, open the dashboard, and it's nothing. A brief blip that already recovered. That's the part of on-call every engineer hates. Today we build an AI agent that triages your alerts for you, so you only get woken up when it actually matters. Here's the real problem. Alert fatigue. Most pages aren't incidents. A pod restarted. A metric spiked for 10 seconds. A flaky health check. But every one of them wakes a human, or breaks their focus, or gets ignored until the one that matters gets ignored too. The signal drowns in the noise. Deciding, is this real, and does it need a human right now? That is exactly what an agent can do. This is part 3 of the series. In episode 1, our agent fixed failing builds. In episode 2, it opened pull requests itself. Now we point it at production. Same ideas, structured outputs, tools, and guardrails. A brand new job, on-call triage. Here's the plan. First, what triage really means. Classify, enrich, decide. Then we give the agent context, recent deploys, metrics, and runbooks, so it judges like a senior engineer. We write the triage logic, and we watch it separate a real incident from noise, and page a human only when it counts. So what is triage? 3 questions. 1. How severe is this? Critical, or cosmetic? 2. Is it actionable? Can a human actually do something? And 3. What do we do? Page someone now, batch it for the morning, or quietly resolve it? Every alert gets those 3 answers. That's triage. But here's the key insight. The alert alone is not enough. High error rate tells you almost nothing. A senior engineer doesn't panic. They ask questions. Did we just deploy? What do the metrics look like? Is there a runbook for this? So we give the agent the same ability. Tools to pull recent deploys, query metrics, and search runbooks. That's called enrichment, and it's what turns a raw alert into a real diagnosis. Then comes the decision, and this is where judgment matters. If it's critical and actionable, page immediately. If it's real but not urgent, batch it into a morning digest. And if it's clearly noise that already recovered, auto-resolve it, and just log it. The whole goal, protect the human's attention. Page rarely, but never miss the real thing. Here's the architecture. End-to-end. An alert fires from Alert Manager. The agent enriches it, deploys, metrics, runbooks. It classifies the alert into a structured verdict. Then it routes, page, digest, or resolve. And for anything it escalates, it writes an incident summary a half-asleep human can read in 10 seconds. Let's build it. First, the input, the alert payload from Alert Manager, the alert name, the severity label, which service, and a timestamp. This is the raw signal, before any judgment. Our job is to turn this into a decision. Next, the output, the shape of the verdict we want back. Severity, is it actionable, true or false? The likely cause, the action, page, digest, or resolve, and a short summary for the human. Structured output again, because page versus resolve has to be a value we can root on, not a sentence we have to parse. Now the tools, the agent's senses, get recent deploys, so it can correlate a spike with a release. Query metrics, to see if the error rate is still climbing or already back to normal, and search runbooks, to pull the known fix if we've seen this before. Type tools, 1 job each. The persona ties it together. You are an on-call SRE before you decide. Enrich, check deploys, metrics, and runbooks. Page only if it's severe and actionable. When in doubt, page. A false page is annoying. A missed incident is a disaster. And always explain your reasoning. Notice the bias. We tell it to toward waking someone. Safety over silence. And the run. We hand the agent the alert and the tools, and let it work the loop. Enrich, reason, decide until it returns a verdict. It might call 3 tools, or none, depending on the alert. 1 call from us, a full investigation on the other side. Finally, we root on the verdict. If the action is page, fire the pager, now. If it's digest, drop it into the morning summary. If it's resolve, close it and log it. And one hard rule lives in code, not in the prompt. A critical severity always pages, no matter what the model says. The structured output makes this a clean 3-way switch. Let's run it against 2 alerts. First, High error rate on the checkout service. The agent pulls deploys. There was a release 4 minutes ago. It checks metrics. Errors still climbing. Verdict. Severity high. Actionable. Likely cause a bad deploy. Action. Page. Now the second. A single pod restart that already recovered. Verdict. Low. Not actionable. Action. Resolve. One woke a human. One didn't. That's the whole point. And here's what the on-call engineer actually receives. Not a cryptic label. A briefing. What broke. The likely cause. The correlated deploy. And the suggested first step. With a link to the runbook. Everything they need to act. Before they've even had coffee. The agent doesn't just route the alert. It hands over the investigation. Now the guardrails. Because this one is high stakes. 1. Bias toward paging. Uncertainty always escalates. Never suppresses. 2. Never auto-resolve a critical severity. No matter how confident. 3. Every decision is logged. What it saw. And why it decided. And 4. The human can always override. And the agent learns from it. The agent filters the noise. It never has the final say on a real incident. What does this buy you? Fewer false pages. So on-call stops dreading the phone. Faster response. Because the real incidents arrive pre-investigated. And a calmer team. The noise handled automatically. The humans focused on what's real. That's the difference between on-call as punishment. And on-call as a safety net. So that's AI on-call. An agent that triages your alerts. Enriches them with real context. And wakes you only when it counts. In the next episode, we let it write the incident postmortem too. The full code is in the description. Subscribe to AI Ops Academy, and I'll see you in the next build.